So welcome back. Last two episodes, the host basically struggling with traffic. The airport was absolutely done and it's working fine. Traffic is well, it's actually quite busy, and I think part of it is we don't have enough services to take all the passengers off the airport and to the airport. So we're gonna fix that issue today. Couple of things we think I think we should do is see this part. We're gonna use it for a couple of assets you have with airport. The one of them is hotel, which we're gonna have on this side. That will be the nice fancy one, just I would say pretty close to this part. Couple of hotels in this space, so let's just see what we can add on, and then let's just go for standard road for now. Basically I want to use this road just to have this connection in there, so I can actually place a couple of things. So we need public transport, metro, it's already there, buses. I'm not sure what I'm thinking, what to think about this station. I mean, we can have it in here, but then it has to go down, and I don't really see a purpose for it. So I'm gonna add this hotel, as you see in here, this one as well. My goodness me, I know we need airport in there. Why you do this? So what I'm gonna do this instead. Then if you go to the airport, is actually why is doing the same thing again? Let's just go back. All I need is just okay. If you want to play like this, that's fine. We have to select all of that, which is gonna create absolutely disaster in here, and that will be part of the airport. Okay. And when that's done, then we can actually lower this down. Oh my goodness me, I don't like it. But you have to do what you have to do, fair enough. Now we can go to our landscape tool and we can take this down again. There we go. And that's something I want to do like that. I want to do this like this just for now, and then we can move a couple of things. So let's just do this part. So again, if that's done, now we can focus on the things. So we need this hotel, which is massive one. We need this one, and I find this one. Let's just see what's that. Oh, that that looks really cool. Visitors, okay. I think we can have this one on the side. So what we need to do now is see with this hotel, we're actually gonna move it with road next to it. So we have to do this, and I want this hotel to be like that. Okay, and this one quick save. I want to send this back. Okay. And this hotel could be like in here, like that. All we have to do now is just remove this road, which is not in the right place. Let's just add a piece of road, and I'm gonna move this one. Okay, so it's not gonna. Oh yes, that's a nice view. How's our? That's a lower one, yeah. I'm gonna leave it like that. So that's what we need. There's another thing we're gonna put in there. So I'm gonna create one road there and one road there, and see with airport we're getting also what I'm looking is airline building, and honestly I can't remember. Oh, there we go. So we have that. Oh my goodness, that's a massive thing. And we have this, which is another quite big building. Both of them are not working yet, which is fine. How to change the name? We can have Plainville Ville. Yes. I will go for this, and for the color something more I will say this. I mean, it should be more sorry. Okay, let's just go for something brighter like that. So let's just leave tickets for now. I just need to see how it's gonna work out. That's our first plane already. Oh, that was quick. That was quick. So we have our hotels, we have our lines. So first of all, I have to line them up in a proper way. I'm using Move It just to see where I want those ones to be sitting. So that should go in a place, I would say maybe like in here, when you can actually see this. And see this pointy stuff. Let's just see like what's, I mean that's not the entrance, that's the entrance, so that's something you like to show to everyone involved. So I can put this in there maybe, so everyone driving will see this building. That's fine. Now for this part, I would say we can have this in a spot. I mean, that's a static building, so what we can do, we can have this one like just under, like there. Yeah, that could be in there. And now for the entrance, we have to get this sorted. So pause the game, and first thing we have to do is just basically remove everything. This entrance was a temporary solution and it looks absolutely horrendous. You can't stay like that, so that needs to go. See, those hotels, I will say they can go like in here, and I think I'm gonna have more than one, maybe 2 or 3. The only thing is how to find a space for them. That could be within the road we're gonna have in here maybe, and that could go in there, and then we can have extension of that road, and we can put a couple of those hotels in here, and that should go to the same height. There we go. And see this hotel, we're gonna have one more. What I can try to do, see if you're gonna use, yeah. So that's, you know, you don't have any fancy view, but still, you know, you're next to the airport. So I would say those signs should be in front. So we have some kind of network. That should be parking space, and I'm still thinking about this train connection in here. The only thing is our passenger line is on this side, so we have to run this over in here and make some kind of a connection to this side, and I'm not really sure if I actually want to, so maybe not. I mean, we can have something in here, but I won't be this. So now for the connection to the airport, I mean, we should use same road which we have in here, which is buses. That's 2 lane and a bus lane. So let's just go for that. That's a 1 lane. There we go. That's this one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make copy of that. Same. Yes, that's the same road. So we need connection in here, and we need some kind of a connection in there.
And I mean any
how to
fish.
make
Got a
this
swordfish lying around? Bring it in.
possible.
Got a goldfish you're sick of feeding? Bring it in.
I
Got
mean,
a
we can
fish that's
have
been sitting in the sun for a few
2
days? Bring
entrances.
it in. We'll throw it in
So
with the
that
rest
will
of them.
be
What
in,
we do with the fish is nobody's business but ours. Just enjoy your salmon,
and that will
$8.99 with our
be
famous
out.
stew. So, welcome on into Fish Brothers Seafood Themed Restaurant, where everything's a great catch.
No, don't like it. But in fact, you know what? Let's just do this. That's road guidelines. We can have a nice clean connection there. At the same time, we can extend this and have this connection there. The only thing I don't like is I want this and quick save and no, we're gonna switch that off and we're gonna make a nice gentle angle. I will say like this, and then connection there. Yeah, I think so. We need to move it slightly. Okay, and that will be it. So that's our exit from the airport. So let's just fix that. The slopes will be sorted shortly. I just need to move those bushes, whatever it is, away. Okay, so we have exit. So what about our entrance? So our entrance, that should go straight on. I will say like in here, and from here we need a nice clean connection. So first of all, I'm gonna remove that and remove that, because what I will do using that lane is I'm gonna create a nice connection using guidelines. There we go. Oh, that's nice. And what about this one? We can do this. Yes, that's actually gonna look quite cool, but not this type of road. So we have to get this done like this. Yeah. So what about our bus? In fact, you know what? I'm actually wondering what will happen if we move this in here. Let's just try that. If I move this, can I move this to there? Yes. Oh my goodness, it's okay. Let's just fix the height of it. H to this height. Okay. And I believe there is a note what I'm thinking, see if you're gonna use this tool and unlock, you can actually unlock those roads, and let's just see if we have something nicer. And I think that could be it, because what we should do now is remove this part, go for that, and sorry, I made a mistake. That should be, there we go. Now it's correct one. And what I'm gonna do, I will have this connection there. This one in there. And I believe we should have this I think road guidelines are not actually necessary. A bit closer. And what about there? The only thing we have to do is just change those roads okay, we're getting somewhere, because now we have this space. Don't need those. This and this. Because what we should do now is using bus only. This one.
This is Jane Ace, and you're listening to The Hawk.
I would like to use that to make a loop. See the terrain heights in here, they just playing a bit, but see with this you can actually make a quite cool thing. So if I remove this, I can't move that, but I can move this like in there, and using this tool what you can do is, I would think with shift you can make a nice U-turn. Yes. One thing we're gonna do, we're gonna switch off no crossing. There we go. I believe I need to go to my bus stop. Perfect. And that should be there. So that will help us to like remove this terrain. It's not actually necessary to have this over there. I actually would like to have this open in here, so those hotels, yeah. Now we need some parking space. So first of all, let's just move our hotels from here. They're a bit too close, and we can move them away. this like that. And this guy should be more likely there, and we can have this connection. There we go. So all I need to do, what I'm trying to do, is trying to have this connection. No, come on. Select node, and everything. Okay, what I'm trying to achieve is just to make this straight like this. Then we can have road in between. Yeah, that will be it. See, all those things in here, there will be access through there. That won't make any big difference. Oh, that will be nice to have it like that. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. See this? That should be like in here. And now all you need to do is just to move this in there, but we don't need this road, and now we can move it to its proper space like in here, and we're gonna continue this road like there, and there we go. And this, I can make a nice connection there. And now what we could do is just remove this part. This road we can have, oh, that would be nice connection there. Connection without the connection. I don't know if I actually want to put them together, but I'll try to see. Let's just do this. Okay, and we will have this connected in there. So we don't need this road, which will give us solution for connection like that. Yeah. Now what I'm thinking, we can have this connection there. Yeah, that's exactly what we will do, because then you can have all the connections in between. The only thing we still have to do will be to clean up. That will stay there. That will be just for the buses, so that will stay there. And I think I'm gonna use the same road. I mean, this road is for bus and taxis, which is exactly what we need. And the rest we can actually put a few parkings in there. That's clean connection, that's clean connection, fair enough. I think we can extend this slightly, just gonna look a bit nicer, like in there. And now, let's just clean this up. So the first thing I'm gonna use this tool, which is absolutely amazing, and I'm gonna make this a wheel slope. Then from this part through there to there, 5%, which is absolutely fine. This connection here, it doesn't look good, and I will tell you why in a second, because it's different. There we go. That just look much nicer, and I think we have to try this again. This and this. Okay. Now we have to do the same thing. So starting in here to there. Okay. No, we can't do that. So we have to go there and there. Okay. And from here to there. 5%, it's fair enough. It's a ramp, so absolutely fine. Connection there. And I think that should be it. Now, all you have to do is just clean everything. I mean, how it's looking. I think we can do something there, so I'm not really sure if we actually need this node in there, so let's just remove it. Okay, and those ones are fine. Yes, so all we have to do is just select a node, like for example this one, and all you have to do is middle. You know, that's attach too high. So what we could do with this, we can move this bit slightly down. So I'm gonna select this. This. Why I can't select a node? Come on. I know why, because it's connected. Those two are connected. Oh, fair enough. We have a tool to do something there. Oh, okay. So now when that's done, we have to get back to this tool, go there.
Hi, I'm Greg,
There.
owner and founder of Steel Frame
There.
Spots.
And
Due to
there.
unusually short fingers, which are
Okay.
a characteristic of my family
That's a
line,
bit
I was unable to
lower
play
now.
spots at the elite
And
level I would have
all I
liked
have
to.
to do
Instead, I invested my
is
energy into
select
getting
this,
you the lowest prices
that
possible
have to
on
go
athletic gear. Unlike the local sports teams,
like
you can count on us every
there.
year. I fight it every day to get you the best deals. I'll never drop the
Are we
ball on
looking?
prices, and that's because low prices and my customers' happiness are not affected by the short fingers mentioned earlier in the advertisement. Just remember, when the game's on the line, who do you count on? Steel Frame Spots. That's who. Check out our
I
ad in the
think
weekly
we
nickel.
left this node.
Listen up, y'all. You got it tuned to the hop. We got jams and jams, so keep it right here, sports fans. Let's keep it moving.
So now let's just clean everything. So the first thing we're gonna do, we don't need lights in here. That will be private like that, like this, like this. Quick save. I think we should prioritize this movement from airport, and I think what I'm gonna do, if it's possible, there we go. I'm gonna do this, and now we have to tweak that. Yeah, that's all good. The one thing we should do in here is just to see our lanes, but I'm gonna leave it for now just to see how they're working. So in here, in this part, all we need, it will be probably taxis, so we have to get this sorted. So what you're gonna see in here, that's too much. I'm gonna make this like that. Okay, and I will put a couple of taxi stands in here. I mean, actually we would love to have one of them. Oh, there we go, it's in. It's absolutely in. Perfect. Okay, and now let's have a look. Parking. How our parking look like? I mean, that could be a nice fancy one with some trees. Oh, quite few assets. I'm not gonna make one myself. I just want to use those ones we have. 7x4. That will be quite cool to have it in here. I think we need road over there. That will be staff parking. And now I would like to have one of those ones. I'm just thinking where. Usually next to the you know, when you have like a budget hotel or things like that, that could be close. Maybe this one, that's much bigger. Yes, but if it was the opposite way, I don't like this way. No. Do you have any other parking that is multi-story car park? Don't know. Let's just see. I think I have a couple of them use this one. Yeah, we're gonna use this one, but first of all we need a road. Like in there. Yeah. So that will be 1, 2, we can have a couple of them like in here. I mean, at the end of the day, it's actually airport, so there will be hundreds of car parks next to it, and I will go for 4x6 or anything like that. 4x8. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Okay, perfect. One more. And something there. And I'm thinking this one, no, this in there. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have those 4x4s, which could go there, there, maybe not there, but like in here. And small. Oh, that will be quite cool to have this one like in there. No. I mean, the multi-story one should be like what's the name for them? Garage. I have a couple of them. Oh no, that's a massive one. That's a no-no. That's a no. This one, no. This one. It's all too much. And the other thing is, you know, like when you have cars inside of them, you can't see them. That's the thing, and I would like to actually have something visible. Okay, I think we should be almost there. I'm gonna clean this side again, this and this. There we go. And all we have to do is use this tool and to clean this a bit, because it's a bit of a mess, and we need some trees, bushes and all the rest of that. Okay, that's much nicer. Okay, how are we looking with this? Yeah, I think so. I mean, what we could do now is just add a couple of things. So first of all, I need to fix this part, which is a bit unfortunate because it's changing the way it looks. Okay, and this part as well. Perfect. And I think I'm gonna leave this, see, because this part in here, it's just like a transition between one side to another. And what we will have though is, see this fencing, I'm gonna use it. Come on, there we go. The fence we're gonna have is just gonna run like from here to there and to there, and I can remove that part. There we go. So there will be no I mean, maybe for foliage, for trees and bushes and stuff like that, the only thing we can have in here will be maybe stuff like this and some flowers. Okay, this for this side, the only thing we can use, I mean, I need something bigger. That's a small one, small, yeah. So the only thing we can use in here is just a couple of those, just on the edge, close to water. Maybe like in here, you know, it's maintained, but you know, a couple of like small bushes will be absolutely fine. Same in here, like you can have it on the edges like this. I mean, you can expect anything like that just on the sides. Okay. And that's actually looking quite cool in here. Okay, and what was the creators pack? I think that was this one. Antenna. We can actually use our two more. We can have it like there. Then we can have this like in here maybe, and like in there. Kind of a fencing, like for our parking lots. It's maintained, but it's not, you know, it's not maintained properly. Okay, and I think we can have one in there. I need some kind of a fence on this side, but we'll get that sorted in a second. What you could have, you can have them like in here, and you can have them like in there as well. They just outside, and you have fence behind this, which is fine. They're actually looking quite cool as a divider. Let's just try with this. Yeah, and I can do the same thing there. There we go. I think this road should be a bit shorter. It's just like enough for the parking space. And we can use it basically as a kind of a hedge. Like that, just to prevent people to like walk all over the place, and we can have it like in here. So that's the space we have inside, which I think I have a couple of nice signs for it, but that's we'll get there in a few seconds. Let me just finish that off and I get back to you in a few seconds. So our airport is working now. We have a proper entrance, and I was hoping to see how our airport is gonna look with some more dark colors. So what I will do, I will put some lights on for you so you can actually see how our airport look like when it's a bit darker. There we go. I mean, that's what I see. See when you're landing, you see rows and rows and rows of cars, and that's exactly what I was hoping for. Yeah, that's looking actually quite cool. And our city in dark. Of course, what you will add will be like more detailing, but I'm not gonna add a lot more to that than necessary. I mean, everything is I heard about that. I think we should do something with a path for that, but I'm just gonna leave it as it is. It's actually not so bad, so I'm gonna leave it. And as you see, everything is working fine. The place is quite busy. The main thing, look, that's what I wanted to see. This is going down. Light on. Perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. And if you look closer, what we have hotels in here. Those ones are like a cheap hotel to have in place. I mean, our cargo is functioning, it's not busy, but it's absolutely working fine, and I think that's what was we aiming for. We have this connection here. I mean, if I connect this to motorway, yes, that will be working more and more efficient, but at the same time, it's just not worth it. Traffic is just absolutely horrendous in here, so I'm not gonna add anything on this side more than necessary. That's our city. That's our oil platforms. That's our nature reserve. That's our zoo. It's like a, it's not city zoo, it's just like a couple of things I have in here. I don't know if I mentioned that, but what I did, the only connection for the cruise ships, it's in here, and there's a connection for train line. There's connection to the main city over there, which is absolutely fine, and this is actually quite popular. There's quite a few people using this, which is absolutely fine. We have our prison, actually two of them, which is quite a busy place, but that's what's happening in here. We have a few things happening in there. That was actually cool. I never noticed this before, but that's like a volcano in here we have, which is fine. That's our, I think that was our first neighborhood, with some hotels, casinos, and marina in here. That's our neighborhood. I'm not the biggest fan of this. Maybe I'm gonna change this at some point, but for now, what's that? Okay, so that's a church. So what we have, that's our factories in here, and what you have in here, it's again our airport. I'm actually like, the space is absolutely massive compared to what was before, but at the same time I think that's big enough as a regional one, and it's actually working pretty well. Our dam, I replaced this, the one that was on the map wasn't actually functional, so I replaced this with a proper dam, and this one is actually working, giving us some electricity. I need to change this to to something else, and I was thinking maybe a golf course. I mean, at the end of the day, it's Scotland I'm living in, so I think that's a must. So we're gonna have something in here. Yeah, it's working pretty well. Busy place, which is fine. I wonder how much we actually making money from it. 12,000, 5,000, thereabout. We're not adding much money to it. What about if I change this to like 50, 59? Are we actually gonna make some money from it, or are we gonna start losing? $16. Still 16, probably we need to wait. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna pause this. That's a nice view.
Dinosaurus, the only
which
restaurant
I'm
with a
gonna
service about
save.
dinosaurs. Our animatronics are so real, you'll think a T-Rex is serving you T-bone. A pterodactyl is serving you teriyaki.
That's
That a
looking
brontosaurus
quite
is
cool.
serving you chili dogs.
So that's a
Every
sunset.
dish is an archaeological find.
And at the same time, I think that's it for today's episode. Airport is done, so the next step will be just to add a couple of things on this side, and we're getting there. I think we have one more space, which is this space in here, and we have this empty, and that will be pretty close to filling them up. And I think we should see this bridge as well. Oh, that's a nice view, so we're gonna go for that. All I need is just this. I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna add a couple of things, maybe something on the other side, like in here. We need a proper connection between those two, and making this as a hill walking, maybe adding something more on the top. I think that will improve whole city as a whole. So let's just play some cinematics and let's just have a look how our city is waking up in the morning with all the stuff we have. I hope we're not gonna see a massive traffic jam or anything like that. I honestly spent quite a few hours on it, and it's looking so much better. What we have in here, oh my goodness, that's our plane trying to get to the city. That's actually quite cool. I don't know if I actually ever been to this part of the map. Oh, that's our tourists. So everything is starting to get some more light, and as you see, traffic, it's not so bad. It's actually working pretty good. This connection, like a sidewalk, on the main river. It's looking quite cool. It's being used quite a lot. That's our motorway connection we have. So our city, I think what we're gonna have will be probably about 130,000 people. That looks to me that's probably limit of that map. I mean, I'm using mode that is preventing me to going like to like 1 million for the population, but I don't think it's actually necessary. It's now this junction is quite cool. I don't think it's actually necessary to go up so much. I mean, it's still it's getting more and more laggy. So I don't think I'm gonna add anything more than that than necessary. That's our industry. That's, if you ever wonder about this building, that's a science museum in Glasgow. Brilliant place to go. If you ever will have a chance, if you ever have a chance to visit Scotland, there's a couple of places to go to, and Science Museum it's one of them. It's absolutely brilliant place. My kids love it, so I will say that's a place to go to. Yeah, place is working well. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed our build. We have a proper connection. Airport is working fine. 104. I will say 114,000. That's probably the max what we can get. But we're getting there. I think it's a dead wave we have before. City attractiveness, it's looking quite good. I never actually seen it. 51 euros, $51, 51 cents, or whatever you name it, per square meter on average. 104,000. I think we can see the dead waves city statistics. See, we have a massive dip, and that was 38,000 people. So I think that's roughly that's DLC. The city was growing steady, and that's when DLC came out, and there was a problem. I don't know if it was the DLC issue or mods issue or my connection in here that wasn't working properly, and was blocking absolutely everything. Now see, it's working much better than the actual roundabout in here. We have this like a bypass in here, and this is working. 46 people, yes. It was 2 before from memory, so it's working pretty good. How's our, there we go, Cristo Redentor. Sorry for checking the Spanish, but it's actually getting quite popular, and the view on the city will be absolutely amazing. And our airport is getting more and more tourists for us, which is absolutely beautiful. I mean, the one thing I will do, I actually wonder if I can do it. I'm gonna do one thing. Sorry guys, I want to finish off something in here. Come on. I'm gonna select this. Yeah, we can select that as well. Perfect. that's exactly what it should be. The only thing I will say is it's just wrong spot, so I think we have to tweak it slightly so it's straight. There we go. There we go. That's just looking much better. How many people are using this one? Two. Most of them are actually going to see our small park which I have in here, which is good. How many people? 3,000. Fair enough. Our buses are not being used heavily, so I would say probably we can go down to like 4 of them. We don't need as many, and this road that will be quite a challenge to drive, but it's actually possible to have a road like this in real life. Just go up so much, like in this case. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if that's the case, just hit your like button, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.